Hi guys. Welcome to Guess Who.
Can you guess a celebrity by their voice?
Let's check it out.
Before we start, subscribe to my channel and like the video to promote the channel.
Well, when I first heard the news, I couldn't believe it. I was like, no way. I was very surprised that so many people around the world has actually listened to my song, and they were being very
I was really tired emotionally, physically, and I was sick, and I didn't realize I was sick. So I had like Epstein-Barr, which is like, it's called mono. And then I have Lyme disease. So it was that, it was just.
I find some hot sauce a bit too runny and watery, not fit for purpose. So I wanted to create something that was totally fit for the purpose that I use hot sauce on like everything.
Is a very cozy cashmere Bottega Veneta sweater. I feel like I'm gonna be able to have this sweater for 20 years and it's never gonna go out of style, and my kids can steal it from me one day.
Loved it, and when I it's, to make a long story short, I guess, it was something that was always, my mom and my dad drank it all the time growing up. I always heard about it, and then, you know, as I got older and I would start drinking it, I kind of was like,
Sam, the creator of Euphoria, he's really into makeup, and I made like 3 extensive mood boards for my look. Sam, the creator of Euphoria, he's really into makeup, and I made like 3.
Going into recording that episode, I was nervous. Unless you're talking to somebody who has the exact same music taste as you, conversations around music are complicated. For the person talking about their music taste, it's vulnerable. It's kind of like porn.
And then there was like one day in December, Phineas was like, hey, we're gonna get on the phone with Greta Gerwig and Mark Ronson tomorrow. I was like, cool, what? Cool, fun. Love, that's super random, love it. Yeah. And we got on it was literally
I think it was like I wanted to do something more editorial with my face as far as makeup.
Tell me what that means.
Editorial is like makeup that isn't done to make your face look enhanced and like pretty. It's more.
Yeah, I would. There's also this thing of like, you know, every single song that I've written for this record is on here, and not every single one is good. So I feel like I always have to like write myself into a good idea. So there's a lot of scribbles, there's a lot of songs that I'm
Fast fashion and these pieces that, yeah, maybe are a very cheap price, but the only way that I felt good about putting out a product and starting a brand was if I am actually telling people, you know what, buy.
Water, great question. I was Ron, so it was a great experience, and I like grew up on that set, Emma and Daniel, so it was cool because they're just great people. Yeah, I'm a huge Potterhead. I actually was performing close to.
No, I mean, yesterday I took my son to preschool in sweats and, sneakers, and somehow those pictures are still circulated. I'm like, who cares? It's the most boring thing ever. But yeah, you know, it is definitely.
Keeps me thinking. It keeps me reflecting. It keeps me inspired. So that's why I always try to like, okay, how can I make this work with this? And then you always get something different.
Yeah, it definitely
did. I mean, I tried to put music as far from my brain as humanly possible while I was working on Wicked, because I think in order to fully give myself to Glinda, I need.
Right, I think, well, you know, from my generation, there was always a clock ticking about having a baby, getting married, starting a family, and you were sort of considered an old maid if you weren't married and pregnant by 30.
Absolutely.
He's a big man, 6'2", 6'3", at his largest, 2 of me, 3 of me, something like that. I tried to keep smaller people around me all the time. We all did our best, we all trained very hard. Zach had like an entire kind of gym set up outside of his trailer.
You know, I could just come out of working in the bar, and I was just so like focused on my work ethic and making sure that I was doing everything I possibly could to continue doing this as a career, not having to go.
Like a self-care, love myself year. I've been back into my workout routine after having a baby, and, you know, really into my skincare routine. My next step is liner. I'm really loving a tiny baby wing.
Fully, as yet, I don't know when I would, because it's such a big thing to digest. You know, it's a award that people dream about getting forever and ever and ever. And the fact that I won the first of its kind, the first African performance